my loves. I'm hoping you can hear me because it's saying... Ah, perfect. Hello, I've missed you all so much. This is the Diana Falzone Show. We are live every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm so glad you're joining me from all over the world. I love talking to you. It's so interesting to have calls from Canada, all over the U.S., and Croatia, England, Ireland. I love it. So make sure to raise those hands and talk to me. Whatever's going on in your life, I want to hear about it. Are you having relationship troubles? Are you trying to find someone so maybe one day you will have relationship troubles? If so, please raise those hands on Paltalk. This is an open forum, a place to talk, and a time for us to relate to one another. So, if you're wondering where I was last week, I went on a great vacation to Fort Lauderdale in Florida. Got a little bit of color, which was nice, and laid out on the beach. And I stayed at this amazing resort, Lago Mar. For those of you who are thinking about a vacation, be sure to check out lagomar.com. They're really great. It was probably the nicest resort I've stayed in a long time. Service was wonderful, so be sure to check that out. Anyway, I went with the guy I was dating, which was interesting too because I got to meet his parents. Very interesting. Always meeting the parents is nerve-wracking. It can sometimes be, you know, a little uncomfortable. Doesn't always make for a great first meeting. I've had some very bad experiences in the past, and I have to say, this one went so smoothly, it was almost picture perfect. You know, sometimes you might even like the parents more than you like the guy, which is maybe the situation I might be in very soon. But here nor there, I did meet the parents of the guy I'm dating. Great people, super sweet. It was a great week last week. However, even after things were perfect, the vacation was perfect, sometimes romance throws a little bit of a fork in the road, if you will. And sometimes, even when things are wonderful or seem that way, they don't always stay that way. So love is one of those strange things that one day it's great, the next day not so good. I know from my experience, yesterday I probably had one of the worst days of my life in a long time. I'm sure many of you have been there. It's the infamous breakup. You know, I started dating this great guy. Some of you met him on Valentine's Day. And what I realized is that even when someone seems like a nice guy, and they are, insecurity can get the best of people. Tanya, our producer, had the misfortune, I think, of running into me yesterday. She came on my radio show, which is on Maxim Radio on Sirius, and was able to see me at my emotional lowest. And I felt really terrible. I mean, I really felt like I was in a place where, you know, I didn't understand. And here I'm supposed to be a relationship expert, and I'm like, why can't I understand why it's not going well? So I'm sure that's a question for everyone. So I'm going to pose a topic to you out there. When do you know it's over? Or when should it be over? What are the signs? What are the symptoms of the relationship where you're like, okay, this is totally unhealthy. This isn't going anywhere. And if I continue to stay in this relationship, I'm wasting not only my time, but his time or her time. So that's what we're talking about today. Get those hands raised. Tell me your stories. Tell me your dilemmas. And let's see if we can help each other out. I'm even looking for your advice too. So here's my conundrum. I've been dating this person for only 4 months. And in 4 months, we have had about one issue per month, which is a sign, I think, of its own. And no, for blushing is a genius, I'm not showing you my conundrum, whatever that means. But guys, if you're going to write this stuff, raise your hands. If you don't have a mic, write it out, because you're very funny and comical, and I want to hear your comments. But my problem is this. I think that when you have too many problems in the beginning, it's a big warning sign to just get out of the relationship. I'm going to have Tanya, who is a good friend of mine. We hang out outside of Paltalk as well, and is unfortunately and sadly going to be away from us at Paltalk for a year and 3 months. Tanya, get over here. She's begrudgingly doing this with me this morning, but I want you all to see her pretty face and hear all her inquisitive and intuitive remarks on love. So come on, Tanya, sit down.